Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Okay, listen, what you guys know about me is that I do something called credit card hacking. And all that means is that I'm going to actually use credit cards and I'm going to look at their rewards programs and I'm going to use them to supplement my lifestyle, okay? Now, the cards that I use come with a fee. So in this video, we're going to cover the Bank of America signature card and discuss, is the annual $95 fee worth it? Now, I admit it does not make sense to have a credit card and pay an annual fee if you do not use the perks because I'm going to say first thing to do is concentrate on using the perks. Then the second thing is maximize the use of the perks. So let's discuss the Bank of America signature card. First of all, the point program is very simple. What I use the points for on this card is the fact that on all purchases that you make, you're going to get a minimum of 1.5 points. If you spend $1, you're going to receive 1.5 points for every dollar spent. Now, where this has an advantage over other cards is that most other cards for point categories that don't fall under anything specific, and usually the specifics are restaurants, travel, gas, things like that. Those are the bare minimum basic specifics. So for everything else that you usually purchase with other credit cards, you get 1 for 1. $1 for 1 point. So for this one, you get 1.5 for $1. And so therefore, I always make it a point to use this card when I am spending on things that do not fall under a specific category, especially utility bills, like my gas bill, my electricity bill, so on and so forth. Because I live a credit card lifestyle, I do try to pay for everything that I'm going to do in my life with credit cards. Now, don't get this confused with I use my credit cards just to go get points. No, I use my credit cards to pay for the things that I'm already going to be buying anyway. You're not going to find me in a store saying, "Ooh, I need 500 more points, so let's go buy something for $500 or so." No, that's not what we're doing here, okay? This card also offers 2 points for travel and dining, but that's not very high. So I don't use this card for travel and dining. Most of the time, I don't. I use other cards instead, okay? Now, let's talk about some of the benefits and let's see if that $95 that I pay a year is worth it. Do I make that money back? And I'm going to tell you right now, the first benefit that this card provides you is that it will refund you $100 in airline incidental fees. Airline incidental fees are things like if you're paying for your seat, if you're paying for your luggage, if you're buying anything on your flight like Wi-Fi or meals or things like that, etc., etc., etc. So, as you all know, most of you know who travel, these days just about every airline makes you buy luggage separately, makes you pay for baggage separately. So when I have to do that, I will go ahead and use this card to pay for that because I know I'm going to be refunded up to $100, okay? That right there puts us at a negative $5. This means that that $95 was already paid back to me and I have $5 to spare. Also, this card gives you every 4 years, you get a $100 refund on things like pre-TSA or global entry. I am definitely an advocate of pre-TSA. Actually, I'm an advocate of global entry. Why? Because if you get global entry, pre-TSA comes with it. It's included. Now, I do have other cards that also offer this service, but here's the thing. You can actually extend it as a gift to somebody else. And as long as you pay with this card, like it doesn't have to be for you, the global entry or pre-TSA. As long as you pay with this card, that money will be refunded back to you. Now, let's say if you are gifting this to somebody, it can be a gift, right? Hey, for your birthday, anniversary, or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and get you global entry or pre-TSA. Or if you have a friend or associate who says, hey, you know what, I'll pay you $50 for this. This actually saves them money because they're not paying the full fee and you are getting refunded as well. So that's another benefit that this card provides, a benefit that I think is well worth it. This card also has the Visa Signature Hotel Collection. And what that is enjoy the benefits of premium hotels, including best available rate guarantee, late checkouts, free breakfast daily for 2, automatic room upgrade, and there are some more benefits based on availability. Now, to explore this option, you're going to visit your www.visasignatureHotels.com. And again, the only thing is that you do have to pay for the hotel using this card for that benefit to kick in. I have used that service. I have been to Vegas. I had used other hotels and I got my free upgrades because I purchased it with this card. And then there are other travel and purchase benefits. To include trip delay reimbursement, this provides up to $500 per tickets purchased for you or your eligible family members and for reasonable expenses if a covered trip is delayed due to a covered hazard for more than 12 hours. It also covers trip cancellation and trip interruption. You can be reimbursed for prepaid non-refundable passenger fare if your trip is canceled or cut short by sickness and or other covered situations. Baggage delay provides reimbursement of up to $100 per day, up to 5 days when your bags are delayed or misdirected by a common carrier for more than 6 hours for essential items including clothing. Coverage is secondary to the common carrier. There's also lost luggage reimbursement, emergency evacuation and transportation coverage, travel and emergency assistance services, auto rental collision damage waiver, which means it provides you reimbursement for damage due to collision or theft. Coverage is supplemental to in excess of other insurance. You must decline the rental facilities insurance. And I say that because you guys know that when you go rent a car, they really try to push their insurance coverage on you. But for a lot of these credit cards, you must decline that. And then their coverage will cover you. Okay? Read the fine print, read the print. And there's also roadside dispatch program, purchase security, warranty management services, and return protection. Now, again, I like to go over my credit card benefits at a minimum of once a year, usually up to twice a year, because benefits do change year to year, and you're going to always want to check in to make sure that the benefits provided are things that you actually use. Tanisha from the future here. Okay, listen. I discovered another thing with the Bank of America signature card. This is what I discovered, which I absolutely love. Now, the way you use your card is personal to you and your lifestyle. One of the things I like to do is I like to just basically save my card up for airlines to use for flights. Because usually when I go on a vacation, the flight is my biggest expense. I say that with the cards that I choose and the cards that I'm sharing with you guys, it's not an all or nothing. You don't have to have all of the points to use the cards. You can have partial points and make the rest of your payment with cash. I love that. But I also love what I discovered on the Bank of America reward site. You can use your points. Never mind for things like if you want to use it, can go towards a 529. It can go towards gift cards. It can go towards other things. But remember, the point of my focus is always travel, right? You can use your points when it comes to travel. You can use it to pay for flights, as we discussed. You can use it to pay for hotel rooms. You can use it to pay for rental cars. But the fourth thing that I discovered that I have never seen with any other card is you can actually use it for activities. What? When you go into the activity portal, it has you put in the place that you're searching for activities for. Like, for instance, right now we're going to look at Morocco, being that that's where I'm going the soonest. And then you can put in the dates that you're looking for activities for. And then it will return to you a whole list of possibilities. What I love about this is not just for if you're going to use the points to do an activity. But also think about this. If you only have 10,000 points, you can actually find less than 10,000 points worth of activities that you can use the points for. So your itinerary can be absolutely free depending on the number of the points that you have. You can actually use it to get a plane ticket, go and get a hotel, go back in and actually sign up for some activities. But the other thing I find interesting is even if you're not going to use your points on activities, you can actually do a search, find possibilities, and then go seek those possibilities outside of the portal. Or you can actually pay for those activities through the portal using cash money. So it just gives you another layer of possibilities of things to do while on travel, okay? So this is me, Tanisha from the future, sharing this with you real quick. Now let's jump back to what we already said, okay? All right. Yes, so one of the things to know with your credit card usage is you must know your benefits and you must use your benefits. Even if you have to make a cheat sheet, which I do, I'll keep a cheat sheet so I know which cards give me the maximum points in which categories and what benefits the cards cover so that I know which credit card to pull out when it comes time to pay for something, okay? The other thing, the one last thing I'm going to say that I like about this Bank of America signature cards, because not all cards are created equal, is that the points you have, you can use what you have and you can pay the rest in cash. This card does not make you have all of the points to use your points, where some cards would say if something costs 50,000 points, you must have the full 50,000 points. On this card, if you have 30,000 points, you are allowed to pay that last $200 with cash, okay? And that is well worth it for me. So that is the video on what I think about the Bank of America signature card and if the $95 fee is worth it. So tell me in the comments below if you think that fee is worth it, okay? Until the next video, guys, don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a member here, and talk to me down in the comments below, and look out for the next video where we will talk about the American Express Gold Card and if the benefits associated with that card is worth it.